information on the upcoming flashcard deck that we're working on. So you probably have already seen, we're going to start releasing more and more Wunda chair, high chair, armchair exercises. Of course, our shorts will always have all of the equipment, but that's because we're releasing a new flashcard deck with the chairs. So if you haven't seen already, we actually have 3 decks out. We have the Reformer deck. It's got 79 exercise cards in there, plus like suggested workouts, things like that. Then we have the Cadillac Tower deck, which is its like own beast. Like, look at that, like a beast, right? And then we actually have a mat deck as well, which is so great for taking anywhere with you on the road because you just need room to lay down on the ground. So we have these 3 decks already. Our 4th deck is going to be the chairs. And it's about, I think it's like 96 cards. So more than this deck, but less than this deck. And it's going to release, probably be shipping end of May or June. We'll be doing the pre-sale for the deck in about 10 days, so mid-February. And the only people who can get that deal are those who are on the wait list. And so I wanted to tell you about what is on these cards, why you want to be on that wait list, because I want you to have these amazing cards. So I'm going to show you our Cadillac deck just for example, because I don't have the Wunda chair deck yet. So hello, thanks for being here. I'm just talking about the amazing flashcard decks that we have and the new one that's coming out and that you want to be on the wait list for it because you'll get the best deal. So inside these decks, we actually have cards. They have the picture of the exercise on it. You can scan this QR code and it will take you to the tutorial if you're a visual learner. You flip it over and it has a setup, action, and complementary exercises you can do on the Cadillac or Tower. And then it has the like where the hooks are, what springs to use, safety things to keep in mind, related mat and reformer exercises, and a quick tip from me. So the chairs deck is actually going to be very, very similar because the chairs and the Cadillac are very similar. They don't actually have an order to them. So on the reformer and mat deck, there's an order. You know the setup, action, and then you learn the transition to the next exercise. Where transition would be on this deck, we put related exercises on the piece of equipment that the deck is about. So on the chairs deck, what's so cool, y'all, is we did setup, action, and then complementary high chair, Wunda chair, and armchair exercises. So the deck's gonna have all 3 chairs in there. And I know not everyone has access to all the chairs, but you never know. You might end up with access to the other 2, and I just wanted you to have those. So over 70% of the deck is Wunda chair. And we will have setup tips for you. So no matter what Wunda chair you're using, you can feel safe and confident trying out this deck with your chair. While I am a classical instructor, I did have a contemporary instructor review all of the cards just to make sure that our how to use the deck, our setups and everything make complete sense no matter what kind of chair you might be using. I had a lot of fun. I created some like suggested workouts to do on the Wunda chair, the high chair, and the armchair to really enhance your Pilates practice. So where do you go to find out more about when the chairs deck is going to be available? You're going to go to opc.me/flashcards. opc.me/flashcards. What that's going to get you is access to put yourself on the wait list for our upcoming deck. So the chairs one is the one I'm working on right now, and then we'll have barrels and other accessories. So eventually there will be 6 decks, so double this. And they're a lot of fun for us to do. They're also a lot of work. This deck alone took over 400 human hours to complete. That's the Cadillac one, which we did make sure, in case you are someone who doesn't have access to a full Cadillac, you just have a tower, we put that like it's tower accessible. So the Wunda chair is the next step we're working on. We are this close to hitting print. What that means is we take everyone who's on the wait list and we let you know, hey, the chair deck is coming out. If you want to save money, then you want to be the first person to buy it. So what we do is we do a secret pre-sale. You will only hear about the pre-sale if you are on the wait list, opc.me/flashcards. If you're not on the wait list, you will hear about the chairs again when they go to ship out, which will be in May or June. and then there'll be the full price. So if you are wanting, you want the chairs deck, you know that you're in for it, then you want to do is go to the waitlist, opc.me/flashcards, put yourself on it, and you will hear about when you can pre-order your deck and save money doing it. If you're an international shopper, meaning you're outside of the US, we do ship internationally. We are not in control of shipping, however, fees. However, what we can say is this: if you're in Australia, New Zealand area, we can put you in touch with our retailer there. If you're in any other area, the reason to still put yourself on there is we can help group you up, or you can find your friends. So if you are living in the UK and there's 6 of you who all are gonna want this chair deck, you can one person can place the order for all 6. You guys can split the shipping that way. So definitely get yourself on the wait list. We'll help partner you up if we can, if you're international, but we do know that this deck is gonna be so fun. First of all, it's a really pretty blue, and it's our first one having 3 different pieces of equipment in a deck, because the chairs are just such a lovely piece of equipment. They really do help challenge the connections you have, teach you connections you need to have to help advance your practice. And I think what you're gonna really find is fun is when you have these decks and you mix and match them, you can literally take the chairs deck, see the related reformer and mat exercises, pull those cards out, and then you can put yourself a workout together to really help progress you and build your practice up. I'm a big fan, as you know, of just like really being curious in our practice and being able to progress it. And so by having these cards, it really is fun. If you're a teacher, it helps you class plan, helps you progress your clients. If you are just a Pilates enthusiast, it really helps you curate a workout that works best for you and also nerd out while doing it. So go to opc.me/flashcards to put yourself on the wait list. We'll be in touch in about a week with those people on that wait list of when we're gonna go on pre-sale, so you can be ready to go, because there'll be a short window when you can get that pre-sale price. All right, loves, I'm back doing live, so make sure you put questions and comments that you want me to answer, and I will see you next time. Bye.